May I take a moment? I'm just filled up with Pacha's words and um, and the truth of them, and all the action and prayers that when he speaks comes from there. And there are endless gatherings. And what I want to share is, yes, the elders, indigenous people who have, from the grace of our ancestors, taught us who we really are and how we can communicate, how we do communicate with the winged ones and the four-legged and the wind and the water and all of the relatives, not just with two-leggeds. There are several things that came up while Pacha spoke, and I'll own that it's come up for me in the last few days. Is one, I want to speak about hope, and that I know that some people at this time, and I think there was a message, it's so hard to hold on to that energy of hope. You may say, yes, own whatever you're feeling, because if we don't name it, then we stuff it and it comes out in another way. And we are rivers. It is to keep flowing. But I also had a recent incident where it was very important for me that someone who recently passed, Joanna Macy, to the other side of the camp, to the spirit side solely, she was here for me. And that I want to share just quickly that story, and then I'll share the other two concepts quickly. I've lived on this mountain in the Rocky Mountains for almost 50 years now, and there has been a stone a little way up the mountain, and it's shaped just naturally like a mountain lion. And I just could hear that message from the lion, and thousands of year old, not being here, not even quite 50 years like me, but just the energy and the keeping the ears of the earth, of the wind. And 5 days ago, as I was walking up, it was gone. And I want to say to you, I was like crying and sobbing, like, how could that be? The stone is so big. No, I don't think even 4 really big, strong people could lift it. Something else happened. I looked to see if it rolled, or no, it couldn't. And it was gone. And I was went into this place of anger, despair. I mean, there was just so many things that happened very quickly, but also just as quickly, after allowing myself to do that, not to dam up my emotions. I've done that in my early years because of violence, but I don't do that anymore. And that's when Joanna Macy and her love, how she embodied love. And that embodiment love was not a weak thing. It wasn't just all roses and sunshine. It also was the darkness and the grief. And yet, she had a way to put her arms that just went off infinity around it all and help everyone to deal with that. And so it shifted for me. It did take a few hours, but it did shift for me. And I just thought, oh my gosh, Anita. I mean, I started thinking, whoever took that, it was this whole revenge thing. It was just craziness. And I was like, wait a minute. Wherever that went, that rock that's the ears, that holds the knowledge, I give gratitude that you continue to do that. And that whoever sought to whatever they did, I hope it serves them. And in myself, I found forgiveness, not only of them, but of myself, going into this craziness of forgetting about hope as an energy, of knowing that this is a little amount of time, but an important time. So I share that all of you, that we all are important at this time. And going back, we all are indigenous somewhere back there. But just some of us we're able to keep those messages going for thousands of years. But it is time for all of us, as Pacha say, to pick it up. So I want to say two concepts very quickly that came through Pacha as you spoke. And they did come through earlier today when I was with another elder group. And that is one message from Black Elk. And Black Elk in the US and the northern part of the Americas, people know of him, a very wise elder. And he, in one of his visions, he saw a circle, this huge hoop. And then as he continued, there were many hoops within the hoop. Interpret that as, the diversity, the hoops within hoops, but it's all connected. So yeah, we may look different. We may speak different languages. We are different because of the place we come from and the learning we need to have. And yet we're all one. And what he said was that the hoop, the circle, has no edge. There is no circumference. And the center is everywhere. And Pacha, I feel you bring that message in different language, in different ways. And so I want to share that with all who are here, who giving their time to be here, to thank you and to think about that. And then the last one is as a gift, and I heard it, I'm sure it's because of the South. It's a Quechua word, Pachamama. And that word, oftentimes in North America, people say Pachamama, and has been taught is like Mother Earth, which is pretty big in itself. However, as I was taught by elders, Quechua elders, is that Pachamama means the sacred presence of the earth, the sky, the universe, and all time. And I'm grateful to be alive at this time. And I'm grateful that every one of you, Pacha and everyone that's here, and all those spirits seen and unseen, thank you.